started on the video, I'd like to ask you guys to go ahead and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button and hit the notification checkbox. That way you guys don't miss any future uploads from me and you become part of the notification squad. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video.
What's up, people of YouTube? This is Roller here, bringing you guys another video to my channel. And today we're going to be covering some information about Black Ops 4. We're going to throw this back to the old-fashioned no-camera commentary. I just don't feel like throwing the camera on today. I don't think you guys will mind. Before I get into the news and everything that's kind of come out about Black Ops 4 over the past couple of days, I would like to ask you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as like for more content. I'm really trying to push my channel really hard, really trying to do new things going into the release of Black Ops 4 and all of these new games, and I would just really appreciate it if I could see some support on my channel. It makes me feel a lot better and it helps me keep grinding to make videos. Now let's get into the topic at hand, and I'm going to cover the probably the most exciting news first, and that is the fact that while PlayStation 4 will still receive the content before Xbox, Xbox will only have to wait 7 days to get the DLC rather than an entire month, which is really nice, because I think that the format that they were going on with the waiting 30 days, I mean the whole Black Ops Pass thing, regardless, all of that, in my personal opinion, is very outdated. So I'm happy to see that kind of starting to phase its way out, and I think that's going to be a very good thing for Call of Duty as a franchise. Now, let's talk about some of the other information in regards to the game itself. So they have announced that there is going to be a bit of free DLC right away in November, and that is going to be Nuketown. So we all knew that Nuketown was coming. I don't know if you guys knew that it wasn't actually a launch map, but it is coming in November, and they said it's going to be a little bit different, which is, or reimagined, I believe is the word that they use, which is kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Nuketown's been the same as it has been since Black Ops 1. I'm kind of hoping they don't change it too much, though, because at the end of the day, Nuketown is Nuketown, and I don't want it to stray too far away from what we do know and love. Now, also, there is going to be a new specialist coming out in December, so I would assume that this is a specialist that they wanted to put in the game, but they didn't really have the time to put into the game due to working on some issues with it or something along those lines. So I kind of think that it's going to be Spectre. I would like it to be Spectre anyway. He is definitely one of my favorite specialists from Black Ops 3. But let me know, what specialist do you think it's going to be down in the comments. Do you think it's going to be a whole new specialist? Do you think it's going to be one of the ones from Black Ops 3 that we don't currently have in Black Ops 4? That's something that I would really like to know. Also, they are planning on doing some more like events. They're planning on doing more than the franchise has ever seen. They're planning on doing more things after release than it has ever been done. So post-launch season is going to be absolutely insane. It is going to be the most active in the franchise's history, so that's also a very good thing. I'm looking forward to that. I think the more the merrier. Now, I did put out a video not too long ago kind of talking about my personal opinion of Black Ops 4's Blackout beta and how it didn't really sit well with me. The whole, you know, dying in Call of Duty, the frustration that comes with that, and you know how it tends to happen in combination with how important your life is in a battle royale game. And while that's still very true for me, I kind of got to sit with it for a little while, and I got to think about just how insane the concept of Blackout is for Call of Duty. And I'm excited. It's so weird. It gets me excited for Blackout all over again. We're just gonna have to wait and see how the year goes once it actually officially launches. So once that happens, things will probably be a little bit different. We'll see where it goes. I think once I get used to it, if I watch videos, I kind of learn how to play it better. I think I'm just slow. I'm a slow learner when it comes on how to play Blackout. If I can kind of get around that and master that, then I think we'll be okay. The thing that it most compares to, in my own personal opinion, in terms of the learning curve for me, is back when Advanced Warfare dropped. I had such a hard time getting into that game and getting behind the changes that were happening with Call of Duty, that the first 4 months of the game, I want to say, maybe even 5, I just almost despised it. I didn't like it. I couldn't get the hang of it. Was not fond of the advanced movement, and to be honest, throughout that 3-year cycle, I wasn't the biggest fan of advanced movement. But once I actually tried and I really tried to hone in and master those skills instead of just complaining about it, I got really good at it. And I think that's going to be a similar thing with Blackout. If I just take the time to really learn how to play differently in Blackout and utilize all the things that come in Blackout, I think I'll end up liking it a lot. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on doing when the game comes out. But now I want to transition over into talking about competitive. So for some reason, every time a Treyarch game comes out, I mean, every time a Call of Duty comes out, I get excited for the competitive season, but I'm particularly excited this year because they have announced the fact that it is going to be a 5v5 year for the CWL. So COD World League going 5v5, I 100% agree with this. I think that in terms of growth for Call of Duty, making the game be as similar and as close as you possibly can to the actual game, so the core game that you play in pubs, bringing pubs and the pro scene as close together as you possibly can is a very, very good thing to me. I think that it's going to improve viewership. I think it's going to improve people wanting to play the game more. And now I kind of want to get into the details of everything that they plan on doing with Black Ops 4 and the competitive season, because as we all know, Treyarch is literally the king. In my personal opinion, they're the king of Call of Duty. But not only that, they are definitely the king of competitive Call of Duty because of everything that they have done since Black Ops 2. So we're going to go ahead and run down these features real quick. So the first one here is the fact that there is a World League Hub. So introducing the World League Hub, Call of Duty Black Ops 4's in-game home for all things esports and competitive play. Players can come to the World League Hub to play like the pros in Treyarch's Pro Series competitive playlist format, watch Call of Duty World League streamed events, and learn about the latest happenings in the CWL. This is pretty cool. It's kind of just going to be it's going to be a hub. It's going to be a central location for people to go and to learn about the updates, to watch it, and to practice and kind of play freely. Now we have the Pro Series. Pro Series is our in-game set of playlist rules featuring official CWL rules, team format, map rotation, and game types that allow players to play like the pros, form team rosters, scrim in competitive matches to hone your skills, and put it all on the line in weekend events, and Pro Series format to win in-game prizes and recognition. You or your team will compete against other players or teams of similar skill in competitive matchmaking, as Treyarch professional COD players from around the world and the CWL work together to define the absolute best format for competitive play in the upcoming CWL season. Treyarch will keep the Pro Series settings updated to match CWL and let players experience the game just like the pros. So that's really exciting. Once again, I think it's just going to be a little bit of a taste of what's to come when it comes to competitive Call of Duty, and especially for Black Ops 4. So next up here we have League Play events, and this is where it starts to get juicy because everybody loves League Play. And in-game League Play makes its return in Black Ops 4 with a tighter, more intense 3-day limited event format. Players will be assigned to a League Play ladder after their first game in League Play. Players will compete as a team in team ladders or as a solo competitor against other solo competitors in a solo ladder. Events will use the Pro Series settings and format, and players will earn BO4 ladder points for wins or lose points for losses. Earn the most ladder points by the end of the event to take first place. League Play events will be scheduled with a frequency of about once a week to once every 2 weeks to maximize the intensity of competition and the excitement that comes with a competitive community playing in events together at the same time. Every victory counts. This is exciting to me. I've wanted something interactive like this since Modern Warfare 3, since they did the Call of Duty Elite thing. I've wanted it so bad, and I'm so glad that it's here. I think this is a very, very good thing for Call of Duty and competitive. I can't wait. I plan on streaming it. I plan on playing a lot of it, hopefully. World War II was not my thing for competitive. Infinite Warfare, I didn't even play competitive. MWR, I did play competitive in, and I had fun. Black Ops 3, I loved playing competitive Call of Duty with the friends that I had at the time, as well as, Black Ops 2, Ghost. Those were all exciting times for competitive, and I think this is going to be another year where Call of Duty competitive is fun again, guys. So we have some more information here. We have Gauntlet events. The Gauntlet is also a limited time event where players play a series of consecutive matches to maximize wins. To complete the Gauntlet, reach a certain number of wins before hitting a certain number of losses. Each loss counts as a strike, and the players who accumulate too many strikes will have to start the Gauntlet over. The best part, completing a gauntlet will grant players special in-game rewards to showcase their victory. The gauntlet is designed to be more accessible and digestible to competitive style of play that's easy for every player to understand. So boom, this right here is set up to be the stepping stone from going from pubs into competitive, and they're going to reward you with in-game content. Is that so hard to do, other Call of Duty developers? Please reward us with cool things from competitive or doing anything in the game. That's all I really want. Anyways, let's go into a couple more things that we have going on here. So CWL news and live streams. From the World League Hub, players will be able to watch live streams of current CWL matches, as well as browse through a library of previous events in CWL broadcasts. Availability may vary by platform. Players will be able to get the latest information on upcoming CWL events, so that just kind of explains what that part of the hub is going to be. Next up here we have clans and teams. Though you may play as a lone wolf, which is what I like to do, you'll want to form a team and play together to get the best out of the competitive experience. Competitive teams are set up and managed through our clans feature. Let's go. Every Call of Duty is better with a clan feature. I don't care if it's outdated. I don't care if we're going back to 2012 and 2011. It needs to be there because it's fun. Competitive teams are set up and managed through our clans feature. Within a clan, player can create team up to 7 members, allowing players to compete with a fixed roster, but with the flexibility to sub out team members as needed to accommodate differing schedules. Clans support up to 100 players, and players within clans may become a member of up to 3 teams, allowing even more flexibility to play together. Teams have a name, emblem, and their own home page in the clan headquarters to easily gather and play together. This is awesome. Now let's get into the last little bit here. Activision announced the first details of the 2019 Call of Duty World League, presented by PlayStation 4, which is including $6 million in prize pools for 5v5 competitive play throughout the 2019 season. So 2019 is going to be crazy. This is the first time since Black Ops 3 that I have wanted to watch competitive Call of Duty heavily, and I don't know that I will. More so than watch, I want to take part in it. It brings that feeling in my gut again. I'm gonna try and get some friends together. I'm gonna try and get us on that grind to try and form a team, compete, have 7 people that we can switch in and out. That's what I ultimately want. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this news and this information down in the comments. I want to know your absolute opinion of competitive. I want to know what you feel about the DLC situation, as well as the specialist, all that stuff, and Blackout. Just let me know your opinions overall down in the comments. Anyways, guys, deuces.